Good morning. It is almost 5:30. I'm just doing an update. It's been a very, very long time since I did a video, but the reason why I'm doing one is simply because I've had a lot of changes and I'm not doing so well. Last year in July, I was diagnosed with PTSD. My psychiatrist that I had of, 10 years had left and went to another facility. So I had gotten a new APN, and she diagnosed me immediately with PTSD. I was having some troubling experiences. A friend of ours had moved in with us, and I wholeheartedly believe that my husband was sleeping with her, and she was living with us for almost a year. And I tried to get him to make her leave, and he wouldn't. And it was just so much going on. And to this day, I'm having recurring thoughts of the whole experience, and it's very traumatic for me. And we are still together, and I tried to leave, and it was very overwhelming for me, and I'm having a really hard time processing my emotions. And so my APN at the time, the facility that I went to, that I had been going to since 2010, has closed down. So I'm with a new psychiatrist and new therapist, which is in itself a big change. But needless to say, my APN that I had at the time last year that diagnosed me with PTSD, she was very helpful. She suggested that I go to intensive therapy. So I'm in the process of trying to get into intensive therapy. I contacted my insurance carrier, and the facility that I want to go to is in my network. So I'm going to be calling them later on today to get an assessment to start there, because my new therapist highly suggested also. So I'm currently with her, and she was helping me, try to, get my thoughts together. But she, I just went through a manic episode that I haven't had in a while, since my psychotic episode last year, where Anna diagnosed me with PTSD. So yeah, I've been having some symptoms for a long time, which I am pretty much symptomatic for the most part all the time. And just different symptoms. I pretty much always have running thoughts and slight paranoia all the time, racing thoughts all the time, anxiety all the time, some other things all the time. So I don't know if it's my medication. I mean, I've been taking one medication since my diagnosis, and for the most part, I like it. I don't think that it hasn't helped or not helped. And then this other medication I had been taking also since I had been diagnosed. Oh, maybe not, but I've been on a lot of other medications for psychosis. But this one particular medication I was taking for a very, very long time. And so my APN took me off of it, and I was having severe withdrawals. She said I had been on it way too long. And so now I'm on a new medication, and it may not be strong enough. So, or I might need a different medication, because my my therapist says that I should not be having paranoia. So I don't know. But when I go to intensive therapy, Maybe we'll find out some new things. I don't know. But, yeah. So, my new therapist says that, you know, speaking about my past and, you know, growing up and, you know, even up until now, that I have major underlying issues, and you know, leading up till now, that is causing me to not progress into where I need to be, emotionally and mentally, and a lot of that is what's holding me back, and especially with what I want to do in my life, as far as you know, career wise, and you know, even with, you know, the goals that I have financially, and even spiritually, and you know, emotionally, mentally, things like that. And you know, and I know it's holding me back, and until I can get a handle on my emotions and my mentality, it's gonna always be this way. At least that's how I feel. And you know, so it's kind of hard to put onto paper exactly what I feel. I do journal. I do daily devotions. I read my Bible. I pray. You know, I had to, because I didn't see any other refuge, and outside of therapy. And even that, I needed more. I needed more. And so that's where, you know, I went. I sought the comfort of a higher power, and it's helped me, and I don't put that off on anybody else. Everybody has their own beliefs, and that's just my belief. And so you know, everybody has their own belief, and that's just what it is. So but yeah, I just feel like, you know, if you're in need of help, please reach out to your therapist. That's what they're there for. If, you know, you're not getting the guidance that you need from them, ask for resources from them to where they can, you know, guide you in a better direction. Because I know that for me, it's just not enough, just because I have so much going on underneath that I need to deal with, and it's really, really holding me back, and I'm not in a good place at all. And I'm really conflicted with a lot of things, and I don't like it, and it's hurting my family, and it's making me cry every day, and I don't like it, and they don't like it, and none of us deserves it. And I don't I don't want to be this way. And I don't like being in pain every day. And nobody should have to be in pain every day. And people should understand that. And it's sad that people don't really understand the depths of mental disorders and the feelings that people have when they have mental illness. You know, it's a lot to handle, especially when the person with the mental illness has nobody to turn to. Because, you know, my family, they support me as much as they can, but they don't understand. And I don't always have them to go to, you know. And so a lot of times I suffer in silence, and I know that there are other people that suffer in silence, and it shouldn't be this way. So that is all that I have to say ask that if you know somebody who's suffering, reach out to them. No matter what it is. Anxiety, depression, something worse. You just never know. And a lot of times, even like with me, because I don't want to put that off on anybody, I don't show it. So I look happy all the time. Just ask. If you know they have a mental illness, just ask, are you okay? Just ask, are you okay? Because they'll hide it. I know I hide it all the time, every day. And my mood goes up and down every day, all day, multiple times a day. And nobody ever asks me, am I okay? Nobody. And it's sad because all they do is want. And as soon as I say, can I have help? Nobody's there. So, if you know somebody with mental illness, reach out. Reach out. That's all I